So every consulting firm right now is trying to deploy AI across its knowledge base. But no firm can do it safely. Over 95% of your useful data contains confidential content. Solve this, and you can give your AI access to 100% of your IP. This is an advantage that widens every quarter over firms that are stuck doing it manually. This gap shows up at the top and bottom line. The proposals you ship, the margin on each engagement, the productivity you get from every pound spent on AI. It's not a gap that can be closed by working harder. You need to fix the data layer. And that's what Knovari does. Automated detection and sanitization of confidential content built specifically for consulting. Here's how.
So we've done an update of Novari's front end and would like to show you the newest and greatest version of the tool. So launches in the same way you launch your PowerPoint presentation that needs to be sanitized, and you launch the Knovari plugin. Now you see that we have treatment profiles. So you can choose whether you want to just anonymize, which would mean just taking out client identifiers, or if you also want to take out non-public information. So we'll do the former, or the latter. And you can choose how you want to treat certain types of information. So replacing, which means applying a contextual placeholder, or redacting. We'll keep the treat defaults for now. And then one last thing that we've added in is the ability to prescribe forced or specific terms to replace certain terms. So for example, if say rather than redacting to client, you'd like to redact the client name to target, you can do that. So we can do that here. And what's cool is, of course, because we're using AI to do this, you don't have to prescribe all the different variations that can come up. It will catch acronyms and things as well. So we'll hit the sanitization now, and it'll take a couple minutes. So the sanitization has been completed, and now we see the before and the after. Now we can make any edits that we'd like to make. So I'll just walk you through what has been done. So we're here. We can see that we've captured the references to the client's competitive position or their specific products, and also threat assessments as well. Similarly on this page, taking out and identifying the logos. You'll see that the slide master has not yet been changed, but that will be changed afterwards, and I'll show you that shortly. Say you want to modify what's been done here, we can do that now. So we can just say, client location competitor analysis slide. So then we'll continue through here. You can see that, the logos have been taken out here, references to the client taken out here as well. Similarly here, this is an example of Knovari being able to be very surgical with what is removed. So taking out in this table, for example, just the references to the client, and even identifying, that these circles contain information which represents a level of threat to the client, so taking that out. Similarly here, identifying that this row at the bottom, if I can move my face, covers, Harvey balls, which represent the level of a client's capability, so taking these out as well. And again, identifying that pretty much all of this page is sensitive, so stripping all of this out. And similarly on this page, also even with the charts, for example, taking everything out on this page. And finally, on this page, also identifying the fact that, there are sensitive components on this page here, and identifying that, most of this page is about the client, but keeping the market size trajectories here, which is valuable information to be preserved. Features that we've also added in here are the ability to, undo the whole slide. So say you wanted to put this all back to normal and you wanted to make some specific edits, you can always do that. Or you can just re-sanitize the whole slide and apply all of that as well. So added in a lot more flexibility for you guys, but also sped up the whole process. So now we can also see, we're sanitizing the slide masters here as well. And you'll see how that works in the downloaded version shortly. And so here we've also changed the format and the theme of the slides so that you don't have the client's templates anymore. And I'll just tab through here. You see all the changes executed for real on these slides. Tab, 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 tab. So there you go. Would love to show you guys on your decks. We are now live with consulting firms, and would love to bring any more of you on. Thank you.